Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Camera Yogi 23. So today is a very hot day. The time now it's about 2:05 in the afternoon. So it's really warm. Not very hot, but it's on the warm range. So I'm at home here. I just want to do something, like as usual. When I'm at home, when I'm not working, I always do some things in my garden. I love doing gardening. I love working outdoors in my garden. I have the backyard here. So there's this bed here. Was uprooting some of these vegetables, which is the lettuce, which had started to flower, making seeds, like this. So most of them is like this. It's making seeds, which is not good. I'm not after seeds. I'm after the leaves. When it's making seeds like this, it produces very small leaves. Like see how small they are, just like my little finger. So before it does that, so it produces something like this. Then when it starts producing the seeds, it produces something like that, which means that all the energy for making these leaves big is channeled to producing the seeds. So that's what is going on. So I just removed them. They are no longer good for me. So I'm just thinking of planting some corn. So in a few minutes I will put some manure. I bought 3 bags. These white ones are cow manure, and then this black one is chicken. So I'll plant some corn on this bed, and also plant something here on this small part here. I'll plant some corn, and then there may be some different areas on this bed here too. I put something, and also this part here I'll put something, see, or especially from there I put something up to the end here. So that's what I'll be doing. And then we've got this one here. All these are all, flowering. See, this one too is starting to flower. See, all these are flowering. So it's not good for me if they are flowering like that. So for me, they are good when they are producing leaves which I eat, not the seeds. Because there's plenty of seedlings. I can go to Bunnings and buy seedlings for planting. I don't need the seedlings. I don't need the seeds. I need the leaves to eat on my salad. That's all. Yeah, so that's what it is. That's what I'll be doing here. Yeah, not that one. That one I'll leave it for something else. But today, for this one, this part here, from that metal thing up to here, and then maybe somewhere here too, I'll dig it up and then do something, and then I'll leave this kale for the time being growing, because it helps a lot. It helps a lot, That's what I'll be doing. So before I do anything, I'll apply the manure into these areas, and then dig them in including with this green stuff here. Dig it in with the manure. The same thing I'll do on the other side there. Then after that, then I'll plant the corn. Yeah, so that's what it is. So I will start by pouring some manure on this container, so that it is easily applicable on the bed, Yes. what I'll do, it becomes easier to apply it when you do it like that. Don't need to touch it with my hand, just distribute it. And just distribute it easy like this. This is how I distribute it. And then put some more. Put some more on this thing. I think I'll use the whole bag on this thing. I'll see. If it permits, then that's what I'll do. Very nice manure. Very nice. Very nice organic manure. Add some more. And make sure that I put the whole of this bag here on this bed so that it becomes very, very fertile. I put a lot here. That's a lot. So I moved to this smaller bed here, which I'll be working. I'll be working in a few minutes. And distribute all the manure evenly around. You know. So now I'm gonna start with this one again. This just add some manure so that the plants when they grow in a fertile environment, which will encourage good growth. Here is a small one. I can't finish the whole bag here. No. I put maybe half. I plant everywhere here. Plant everywhere. And that's the end. That's the last one. I'll keep this sauce for another area which I will plant. Don't know when. Right, done. So what I'll do now is to get a shovel, not a shovel, but yeah, it's a shovel. Then I turn around, or a spade like kind of thing. Turn around, turn around the soil to mix up the manure, and then after that, then I plant. I'm going to get the tools now. Yeah, the digging in this area is done. So I'm moving on to that other bed there. So I'll do the same thing. I'm doing the same thing here. It's going smoothly. In about a few minutes it will be done. And then I'll just take a rake and then make sure the area is flat. It doesn't have an undulating surface. So then I will start planting the corn and water, then that would be it. There's a lot of worms here. Maybe they are the ones that always eat the seedlings. Maybe they eat the seeds. Because if you put the maize seed underneath the soil, it becomes, it absorbs the water or moisture. And then after that it becomes soft. Yes, then by the time when it is soft, I think that's when it is vulnerable. Because everyone attacks, all the worms and other creatures underground, they go for it because it is easy to eat, to digest. So I think that's the reason why most of the time it is difficult here it is difficult for the maize plant to germinate very, very well. The germination rate is very, very, maybe sometimes 20%, which is not good. Around 20%, which is very, very low. So, just continue. I don't care about the sun. Me, I always work outside. Even if it's warm, I don't give a damn. I work. Once I earn things, I don't care if it's warm or whatever. I earn it. Today, I know it's okay, I can make noise. But in the really blistering heat, I don't work. I'm talking about it was terrible. This one was okay. Light skin. Right, I've done this one. What is left is to plant, and then I water a little bit. Then I go back to this one. This one is a rake too. I'll get a rake. This one is alright. That one is alright because it has got some sides. So I'm gonna get the rake as well. I'm putting a lot because the germination rate is very low. So I'm putting a lot of it so that even if you'll see what happens. You know, if all of them they germinate, then I'll thin them up. So that's why I'm putting too much. I know every time you plant in this area, you won't get good results. Get very bad results. I don't know why it is so. And see what happens. Right. Then I cover these seeds with the spade. Cover it using the spade. After that, then I will water them up. After that, then I water. Sure that it is well watered. Done. I've done here this area. I'm going to do the other area over there. First of all, I draw some little small furrows like this. Then I come with it. I create some rows like this. So I put them very close because, as I said before, the germination rate here is a big problem. They don't germinate. So if they germinate too much, I'll thin them. There's nothing I can do. I just thin them up. So I'm doing it to minimize the risk of not getting anything. Just pour a lot of seed on the ground. Too much germinates in them. Then if nothing germinates, that's when you worry of going to the shops. Like in my case, I will have to buy from Bunnings again. Yeah. Right. Done. Right. I'm not to start planting. Ungutela. Mwayeka kumira akundindaba. Ukareka kumira akunindaba. Kunindaba. Matata. Ukareka kumira akunindaba. I'm starting watering now, but this part is wet. I watered it yesterday. I watered it a little bit yesterday, so it's a matter of sprinkling a little bit, it will be okay. So today at night and throughout until it terminates, it will be absorbing water from the soil. Absorb, and then the embryo starts growing. I think I'm done with this one. I also water my vegetables here. they're not really dry, but you know, because tomorrow I'm going to work, so if I don't water, no one is gonna look after them. So you just water a little bit. I watered here yesterday, but because today is a bit warm, so a lot of evaporation is happening. So it's better to water them so that the more moisture is available for them in the soil. So I'll water the vegetables and then end up on the other side where I've got to water my garden, my maize, my corn beds, like this, the one that I've just finished. But that one is dry. The one that I finished watering now, it was moist really, because yesterday when I watered the vegetables, I also watered a little bit. Watered a little bit, you know, like so that they're always having something, you know, more water, because they depend on water. These plants, if you don't water them, then they suffer. They use the water as a medium for absorbing nutrients from the soil. If it's dry, it's not easy for them to absorb the nutrients. They use the water. So the nutrients in the soil, when there is water, they dissolve, and then it is taken up by the plants in the water. So when it's dry, the water is evaporated from the soil, and then the minerals return to the soil. They just stay there because it's their home. Yeah, so the area I planted is here, starting from here now. Starting from here, I put the camera there so that it's clear. Yeah. That watering from here. From here. This part here I did water yesterday. It's not very bad. The part that really needs water is that other part. Is this part from here going to my right hand side. Yeah, all this part is dry, very dry. It really needs a lot of watering. But the soil structure is good. It will take all the water as required. I think it's enough. So now I water again this spinach. Spinach is growing very, very well. I just Sprinkle a little bit because I watered yesterday. I'm not gonna water too much. Yeah, just sprinkle a little bit so that the topsoil continues to be moist. See, this one is flowering. I'll remove it. This flowering like this is not good. All these are flowering. Just remove them. Yeah, it looks like now I'm done. I finished. I have to go and switch off the hose pipe. That's done. The planting is done. It's done. I'll just sprinkle a little bit on this one, this part. Sprinkle a little bit. Yes. Right, what I'll do, I'm going to close the hose pipe. I finished now. Finished planting everything. Everything's done nicely. I'm happy about what I've done. So as you can see, that's how it looks like now. So within maybe a week or so, there'll be some things growing here. That one and this one. That's where I was digging and I planted some corn. So I'll be waiting for the corn to start growing. Within a week or so, there'll be some corn. Yeah! It's a very warm day today. So I would like to say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart to all those people who always listen to my watch and listen to my videos. I thank you for from the bottom of my heart. God bless you abundantly. Thank you very much. I also would like to ask those people who have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Just subscribe, just help me by subscribing. That's the only help that I'm looking for. Watch the video from the beginning up to the end so that I can get some watch hours. I'll be very, very, very appreciative of that. Thank you very, very, very much. So also don't forget to tick the likes button and also the notification button so that if there is anything new in the channel, you will be notified. So that is what it is. So with that, I would like to say Bye bye. See you on the next video.